These are what I think are the top 5 hand traps you can get that are under $1. These will help to stop your opponent's plays on a budget. At number 5 is DD Crow. Quick effect, you can discard this card to the graveyard, then target one card in your opponent's graveyard, banish that target. Many decks combo by having certain cards in the graveyard, so this can be used to remove those resources, and it's not once per turn, which is cool. For number 4, I have Ghost Bell and Haunted Mansion. When a card or effect is activated that includes any of these effects, quick effect, you can discard this card and negate that activation, adds a card from graveyard to the hand, deck, and or extra deck, special summon a monster from the graveyard, banish a card from the graveyard, and you can only use that effect once per turn. This is similar to DD Crow in that it stops things in the graveyard, but it has that added benefit of stopping things from being moved in your graveyard as well, by something like Called by the Grave. At number 3, I put Ghost Mourner and Moonlit Chill. If your opponent special summons a monster face up, except during the damage step, you can discard this card and target one of those face up monsters, negates its effects until the end of the turn. Also, if that face up monster leaves the field this turn, its controller takes damage equal to its original attack. You can only use that effect once per turn. Negating something on the field is very important in attempting to stop the opponent's plays, and the burn damage can come up in time. For number 2, there is Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit. When a monster on the field activates its effect, or when a spell or trap that is already face up on the field activates its effect, quick effect, you can send this card from the hand or field to the graveyard, destroy that card on the field. You can only use that effect once per turn. This can help remove monsters on board so they can't use them for an extra deck summon, or removes important continuous spells and traps, especially stuff like Nightmare Pain or Fire King Island. At number 1, I put Droll and Lockbird. If a card is added from the main deck to your opponent's hand, except during the draw phase, quick effect, you can send this card from hand to the graveyard. For the rest of this turn, cards cannot be added from either player's main deck to the hand. This one can be situational, as some decks can play around it, but it has the potential to end turns. With how many searches are needed for some decks, this is a good card to have. And these are my top hand traps under $1 to use if you need a cheap way to try and stop the opponent on their turn.